While I appreciate my building style is not for everyone, some YouTube comments can be really not fun with how they choose to describe it, and this is a normal part of the YouTube experience. The viewer gets to comment on and criticize anything they like from the uploader, and you can't usually do it the other way around, but on this channel we do things differently, and I'm going to be looking at your Minecraft worlds and judging them just as harshly as you judge mine. And there is a broad difference between the quality of worlds that you've sent in today, but I'm going to be checking them out anyway. So this first one says, "Hello Toy Cat, I've been expecting you. Enjoy yourself. Things you must find." And so they're using a little bit of bribery, but I like it. If you want someone to look around your world, it's important to allow them to, actually, look around your world, but also to have other tools to check it out. This one looks like it's a super flat style world, but I'm guessing from the bedrock structure next to spawn that this isn't done in pure survival. But let's look around it and let's see what's actually happening here, because it is very surreal, to say the least. So, yeah. Let's look out the the weird list of things and let's see what's going on. So yeah, I do want to start by saying that I think bedrock is a super tacky material to build out of. I mean, again, if you're playing creative, build out of whatever you want. It's a creative game where no one can tell you what you can and cannot do, but there's just something so weird about using it in a world where you know that people aren't going to be able to break anyway. You could put them in adventure mode and give them something better than whatever this is. And so yeah, I feel as though it's got some design taste issues, but again, if they're trying to go for this ultra secure prison, then they shouldn't have used iron bars everywhere, because those aren't ultra secure. But yeah, like I feel as though if you're going for some theme, sure. I don't know if this necessarily pulls that theme off. And because of the flat world nature, even though it's built on this somewhat nice island, it does start to look extra strange. Also, iron bars de-render before other blocks do, so you can see that actually right now, it just looks like there's open windows, which is not what you would have for an ultra-secure prison. I'm just saying. I think this area here is a little bit more my speed though. Even though the buildings are very blocky, you know, they're just big rectangles, I like that they're all made from different resources and they give this skyscrapery feel. Obviously, you can't expect any builds to be done in this sort of fashion, although it's nice that they have a big staircase here anyway. There is some amount of experimentation. It mostly does give you the city vibes, even without paying too much attention to that stuff. Like here's clearly a car park, a parking lot for the Americans in the audience, and it's kind of nice looking until we get over here when I don't even know what they were imagining. So yeah, this is a creative world. I usually check out survival worlds, but this is something that doesn't make sense to me no matter what game mode you're playing. How does this even happen, you know? Like, what is this? Clearly the only way to find out is to jump in a minecart and see where it takes me. So there's like some very wealthy looking houses up here, but like, how do they... I understand this existing in like, you know, like a quaint suburb somewhere if it's up in the hills of a natural mountain, but like you wouldn't build houses this high up above a city, would you? Maybe you would. So yeah, this is a very creative city, let's just say, but it's filled with a myriad of issues. And wow, is that incomplete? Are you not completing projects? This is unthinkable. Every project I ever start, I finish, and so the idea that they've only done the outline of a few of these buildings, very disappointing. I actually do like this as a way to like fill in, like to mention where you're clearly going to build something and what it's roughly going to look like. Doing wireframes before finishing things later is actually a great way to do a lot of things. Speaking of a great way to do things, what does this piston do you think? Is there going to be a beacon that comes out of it, or... Ah, there is. See, I'm smart. I know what's going on. Yeah, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever looked at. I mean, first of all, why put me in survival in a very clearly creative world? Why have such a large thing for big concrete block boxes? But then also, why continuously use bedrock as a building material? It's you know, I love Minecraft bedrock as much as the next guy, but talking about the addition of the game, not the block itself. It's not a good building resource because it looks ugly. And also, it's unworkable, right? Anyway, speaking of unworkable, let's... Oh, here's my minecart from before. Speaking of unworkable, let's go to the next world. Hopefully, it's not quite as questionable and terrible. Yeah, this next world is a great example of... You can criticize my building style all you like, but at least it's not half chopping down trees and then having random jungle planks in the middle of a jungle. You know, I would say my building style is a little bit higher quality than this. Maybe wrongly. I do like the number of crafting tables they have down there. That's a smart thing. Have more... If you're in a place filled with wood anyway, you might as well replace it with crafting tables. That's what I say. I asked for directions, and I just got asked if I was new. And I mean, I'm new in the sense that I did just join the world a few minutes ago, so Yes. I've been exploring this world for quite a few minutes now. The closest thing I've found to a world, then just grind? What is this conversation? Anyway, the closest thing I found to a build is they stole the cobblestone and some of the wood from this house. And so, you know, you can say that I like destroying things a bit too much. But, like, at least I don't just half destroy. You know, when I commit to destroying something, I make sure it's as destroyed as can humanly be. And then I use the resources to build something equally dumb. Whereas this, I mean, looking around at this village, the amount of, you know, their ability to steal resources is not matched by their ability to do something with them. Like, come on, guys. You can, you know, you can build something. At least have a house or something like that. So yeah, this is the weirdest world I've ever looked into. Oh, there we go. No, I thought that'd be something. But that's just they've stolen some of the cobblestone near the blacksmith. There is nothing in this world. There is literally nothing. Oh, no. This is... Okay, here we go. This brown wool did not come from here. They killed a sheep and they placed the wool down. So this is technically the best build in the world. You know, this is a masterpiece. I think this really makes you question. It's a piece of art that makes you realize what we're really all doing to our society and our planet every single day when we don't recycle. And so, just a reminder, you've got to do both parts of recycling. You can't just take the stuff. You've also got to do something with it. If you put stuff in your recycling bin, and then it just gets sent away to China or burnt in a recycling plant in Sweden anyway, maybe you haven't really recycled. Ooh, that's something to think about while we move to the next Minecraft build. Okay, I like this immediately off the bat. As you can see, they've built a natural harbor by kind of taking away what was sand, turning it into cobblestone, making a lovely kind of solidified front for something. You know, at the very least, there's effort in here. They don't chop down their trees fully, which is, you know, not necessarily ideal, but that's perfectly fine. No one cares about that too much. What I do care about, though, is how they've built this house. This is what we call a magnificent mansion. It's got 3 separate entrances. You got the entrance above the furnace. I think that's a window, actually. But it's got 2 separate entrances. You've got the kind of cave-looking entrance, and you've got the do not enter entrance, which we're gonna enter anyway, because I don't listen to signs. And oh, what's that? They have housemates. That's very economical. In today's, you know, with the price of rent these days, you can't afford to just be living in your own place. You need to be getting as many housemates as you can, and I'm glad they've personified that perfectly. Ooh, look at this. They've got water in their house, they've got banners. I like these banners a lot, actually. They've been playing around with the system. I like that. There's creativity going down here, too. And, yeah, they've also got an armor stand over here, which we can equip. Oh, no, we can't. That just rings a bell. It looks like it's meant to equip things, but I guess they just kind of didn't. So, yeah, as you can see, we got slug, we got slug, and we got slug, which I just feel is a mean thing to call villagers. And then we've also got some security doors right in front of the nether, which I think we could go to right after we check out what else is going on here. Also, this house has just too many doors in and out, in my opinion, but, you know, that's just my opinion. This is a lovely beachfront property. It's got this perfect little deck that goes right onto the water. I'm assuming this is a boat chest. I'm assuming at one point it could have been a boat chest. Is this a boat chest? I'm assuming one of these has boats in. Something I'm going to have to object to is the fact that they have 6 beacons, but they did it in a less than efficient way. The best way to do all 6 effects, if you want to do them, is to do them so that they're in a 2x3 grid rather than a 6x1 kind of row. And you know, it's a big missed opportunity. They're wasting a lot of unnecessary emeralds this way. Maybe it's a flex, but you know, if it's a flex, why don't we have colored glass panes up here so we have some lovely colors coming up? I'm just saying, there's some clear things that could improve here. Speaking of things that could improve, there's this really nice wall over here. Like, look, I like the fact cobblestone with some slabs that go up and down with torches. It actually works in a pretty decent way, but then there's a giant hole in it here, so it's not a very good wall when it does exist. And then clearly, like, after a few blocks, he got bored and just starts placing down actual walls. And not even very well. Look at this. Come on, you can do better than this, friend. You know, you came up with a great wall design. It's from the same materials. Just do that, but more. And I guess, honestly, this is just an opportunity to flex at the number of pillager raids he's taken down. Because it is a sizable number, it seems. Oh, this is so cute. There's enough beds for the villagers to sleep in. And then there's one over here so I can feel like I'm joining them in bed. Wait, can I third person sleep? Actually, can you sleep in bed? You can't. Oh, there you go. Look at that. We're all sleeping in bed together. Look how cute this is. Oh, isn't this just the best? This is why you need roommates, guys. You know, they're all going to keep the house safe while I'm gone. It's all going to be nice. Speaking of things that are nice, let's look at their attic. Oh, this is a cool place to put a map wall. Honestly, this is a quirky house, and there's a lot of very questionable design decisions. Like, look at what is that, you know, for instance. But the putting, like, I like some of these, like putting the map wall up here and putting it on the floor. I feel as though there is a surprising amount of quality hidden away amongst the, you know, whatever this is supposed to be. Like, I genuinely cannot wrap my head around it. So yeah, it's nice to have some real quality mixed in there. But at the same time, I mean, you don't have to be a super genius to say that this house is, it's just... You know, it looks like it's trying hard to be like modern style. We got like stairs, we're mixing stone bricks and diorite and polished andesite. It's all real nice, but then why with the chain of netherrack and the random bits of cobblestone? And then also you can see there's random bits of black wool. This looks like a really early experiment which has just been left around, and I don't fully understand it. Like I guess maybe it's like a random house block build. They had a certain number of blocks they tried to build into a house, maybe? But then why the gravel at the entrance? None of this makes any sense. There's not even any use for it. It just exists for the sake of existing, it seems. And personally, that is not my favorite thing in the world. And you know, it's not even the only example. I feel as though this is the interesting thing. I guess maybe we hold, on YouTube, it's assumed you have mega skills, but you know, the fact that this is the way a significant number of people build means that, you know what, we don't need to give building advice to everyone. Maybe this is a beautiful build in its own right. This is a chest room whether you like it or not, and you've just got to accept that. Did it burn down or something? That's the only way it could look like this. I am so sure the only way they have a chest room that looks like this is someone lit a fire here in between them uploading the world and me looking at it right now. Because this is very strange. If you're curious, by the way, as to how there's been so long between people sending their worlds and me looking at them, usually what I do for these realm review videos is I will tell people, hey, send your world to ToyCat on the Microsoft thing, and then make sure that ToyCat is somewhere in the title so I know you sent it for a video. But these are just the worlds that people send me outside of that and that don't follow the advice that I specifically say. And so we end up in weird situations like whatever this is. This was sent to me probably half a year, maybe a full year ago, and so I guess we're just gonna look at it anyway, because, like, what is it? Is this a vine portal? I kind of like this, actually. With this texture pack, this vine going over that actually does look really cool. It looks like it is some style of portal. Maybe we should just, like, build around with portals exclusively. I also like whatever this is. Again, part of it's the texture pack, but part of it is just using nice resources in a nice way. Button on the floor, very classy, to make a storage room. You know, usually storage rooms are very full and crowded, and I'm totally guilty of that myself. This one, like, stores them all away right next to the windows. Lots of natural light coming in. Wow, look at that. Pretty nice, all things considered. Yeah, I think the direct contrast between this world and the last one shows the two ways that people play survival. Some people are just building to get the resources to get up the tech tree to do the stuff, and some people, you know, the function of something takes a secondary nature to the form. Look at this church. Look at whatever mountain that is that they're living in. You can see the amount of effort that goes into the presentation on this world. And that's actually, you know, I like that there are people that like play Minecraft this way. I like that there's such a variety in this same game and how you play it. But it's also very interesting, okay, we have food poisoning. It's also very interesting to look at, to see just how massively varied this same game can really end up. So this is the Eye of Bet Realm. What does that even mean? Is it an iron golem farm? I think it is, yeah. So this is where their trading hall clearly is. And it's not for farming iron, but they could probably do it that way if they wanted to. It's really, really cool to build things like this solely for the presentation aspect. Like, even though this bridge is pretty simple, it's just slabs and then some fences, the idea of, like, having a little bit of camber that looks natural, like a bend, more than just, you know, like a rigid diagonal line, and having it go over some other stuff so you get some nice views as you're doing it, it's the sort of attention to detail that I do quite like. However, you know, since you're so good at building, how about the fact that there's this giant exposed cave? How about the fact that you haven't slabbed over your water? That was embarrassing. Maybe I shouldn't be giving advice on how to play Minecraft when that's not the first time I've made that mistake. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. I don't know what this is meant to be, but I like it too, by the way. There's a lot of nice things going on in this world. A surprising number, and the way it all links in together is super nice too, as far as I'm concerned. So don't jump on the field. You know what? Can't tell me what to do. And with that said, let's move to the next one. Just a reminder, these are all copies of worlds. We can jump on it and it's not going to ruin anyone's day. Just like how we can join the next world. Okay, you know what? I immediately have questions. What is going on here? Are these meant to be like centaurs built from doors? Like what? What possible explanation could there be for this many scaffolds behind this many doors? Oh, let's find it out. You may not see me, but I was here. Oh, I think, okay, my theory, based on that tagline, there's something in, I think it was in New Zealand I saw it. It's called like the 100 chairs, because like 52 people died. I guess it'd be the 52 chairs. Like a few people died in an earthquake and they put chairs out to signify like, yeah, this is how many people would be sat here if they didn't die in an earthquake. Maybe it's like that, but for their Minecraft world. Or maybe they just like chairs and this is their favorite type. And you can't see them because they're physically not there. Who knows what it's going to be? All I know is they've got different shulker boxes for different situations. Important. Ooh, here we go. Hi, sorry about your house. Come to room 5 in the hotel. Pack all your stuff. We're moving. What? What is... Okay, well, this world doesn't make any sense, and that's fine. Oh no, they've committed the #1 sin. Come on, guys. You don't need to use bedrock, and if you're gonna use it in your survival worlds, at least don't make it so ugly. Like, what is that R? What is that? You know, the moment you built that, you should have realized next to that U that the 2 letters don't follow the. You know what? This is a mess. Let's go to the chicken for guidance. Oh dear, mighty chicken who lives. You know, actually, okay, I like this. I like the way that chicken farm. There's a giant chicken in the chicken farm. That's actually quirky. That's really fun. I like that. I bet they've got an auto, you know, hot chicken maker somewhere around here. That's fun. I'm a big fan of this. I'm not sure I'm such a big fan of about anything else around here. Like yeah, there's a lot of creativity going on, and then there's a lot of creativity going on with the use of netherite blocks over here, or whatever this hole in the ground is meant to be. It's again, I feel as though the number of worlds that get sent into me where people clearly switch back and forth between creative and survival, and they're like, well, what's the difference? And it's like, but that just why play survival? Don't even switch to survival. You don't need to. It's okay. You can enjoy your creative. No one will judge you too hard. Besides, whoever wrote this book. And yeah, just a reminder: they stand with Ukraine. Don't we all stand with? I mean, you know who's maybe? Oh, wait, they stand in America too. You know, I stand with America. You know, you ever realize how there's not a war going down there yet, but there might be one day? Why don't we get ready for that future war and stand with them now? Just saying. That's how solidarity works. Yeah, looking around a bit further, everything in this world is very non-cohesive. I actually feel as though this is kind of the curse of any world where you're trying to do multiplayer. Everyone has an entirely different vision about what you're going for, and rather than like addressing and like, you know, trying to work out how to fit them all together, everyone just kind of builds on top of each other, and so you get a very weird mix of entirely non-conducive things. I like this one though, of the little glass roof. I don't see the point of it. Again, they clearly haven't played survival, as you can tell from the lack of beds or even crafting tables around. And so yeah, it's some very weird stuff. I don't know why build a bedrock house? What was the benefit of this one? Like what? Who are you convincing? Is this what interior design looks like in your opinion? I would hate to live in a real life house you designed if this is what you think you need to live. Well, I mean, you need candles on the windowsill, of course. Then you need the lava pit in the center, and I think that's about everything a house has. Maybe some more candles on the ground so you can be moved somewhere. But like, yeah, I don't understand any of this. But that's okay. You don't need to understand every Minecraft world. So to break up the very interesting worlds we've seen so far, this one is called the Fantastic, Amazing, Brilliant Realm, which means it must be all of those things. Or maybe it's just a name. Yeah, I think I think it's just called that. I don't think it is that. Let's check the map. Maybe that'll help us out if we run to the south. Maybe we'll find something. Or maybe they wanted to make a fantastic, amazing, brilliant world, but the expectations they set were too high, and so they've never done something. Again, this is a world that they've had potentially months, maybe even years to work on, and this is what they've done. In fact, I genuinely can't say for sure that they've ever joined this world. I think they set it up. They've been paying for it ever since, which is, I mean, it's a little bit much as far as I'm concerned, but they've been paying for this world ever since. And, oh, they chopped down a tree, and then they mined down underground at least 4 blocks. That is the extent of the Minecraft they played here. Oh, no, then they used the blocks over there to make a big L, because that's what you need to take if this is your idea. Fantastic, amazing, and brilliant. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, there goes this world. This next one says September Housefire, which means it's been open for 9 months now. Maybe a little bit longer. It's named September. They were clearly submitting it for September's Realm Review, and so I can't even, you know, it's gotta be good. No one pays for 9 months of a Realm subscription without having something worthwhile. And ooh, look at that. They do in fact have a lovely portal at spawn. It's got, I love the way, oh, it's creative, oops. I love the way they've done this portal. I like that we're in creative too, so we can check out what is, I assume, a survival world. I assume less so when I see big stacks up, but let's go into the portal. Let's see what's happening here. Nope, as soon as we get to the Nether, it's just this. This is the entirety of their Nether plan. They placed a few amethyst blocks. What are they actually called? Amethyst blocks. Okay, wow, I'm smart. They placed a few amethyst blocks, and that's it. They went to the Nether with some grandiose idea of what they were going to do. They placed down like 3 stone blocks, 10 wool blocks, and some amethyst, and they figured, yeah, this is a good build. You know, I don't know how anyone can criticize me when there's stuff like this out there. You know what? Just a reminder that at least you can vaguely get the notion that I tried to build something, whereas I'm not even sure this is a Minecraft world. I really am not. Oh, actually, okay, there's something up here. Maybe? Oh, yeah, look at that. There's a tunnel here. And it goes... Ah, they were going to link a tunnel up, but they just didn't. Let's see what happens if we fly to the end of this, though. Whee! I can't believe this is a real, honest-to-God project someone made in creative. They made a whole tunnel that far using amethyst blocks just to make a house out of nether wood blocks, which they didn't finish. How could you not? It's, even if this wasn't creative, and it almost certainly was, even if it wasn't, I mean, there isn't that much to it, buddy. You know, if you think I'm bad at finishing projects, at least if I'm building a house this size, I'll put the effort in, you know? It's not that impossible for me to do. Okay, you know what? We have to move worlds. They paid for 9 months of a Realm subscription. Even if this is the cheap Realm subscription, like, how much does that cost? Let's throw it on screen and get depressed, shall we? Is this what they've achieved in 9 months? I hope not. I really hope not. Yeah, the chiseled deep slate here confirms this is creative too. I've never been more depressed looking at something as at this. I mean, come on, buddy. Come on. Okay, you know what? Maybe if the world looks like this. By the way, this is adventure mode. They set up a world in adventure mode. And then I'm guessing they realized they couldn't do anything to it and then stopped playing it. But again, they left their Realm subscription running. This is, at this point, this isn't even like criticizing your worlds. This is criticizing your financial decisions. Why would you pay to leave this open? Please, stop giving Microsoft money for your server that you're not using. You know, this is how Realms can be cheap for the rest of us. Is because for everyone using the absolute max of their... Actually, you know what? You don't get much render distance on a realm, so that's not a great argument. But for everyone using the maximum of their realms, render and everything else, there's someone like this who set up an adventure mode realm and then used it for precisely nothing. Well, you know what? I guess we'll check out another actual world. I'm assuming the rest of my invitations aren't all like this, but I know there's gonna be a lot of them that are. Okay, Brian88812, you're gonna be my savior today, I hope. Please. Aha! This is a real world, and look, he even built cherry blossom looking trees at spawn. Is that a texture pack or what is that? So yeah, this is one of the most interesting spawns I've ever come across. The use of a brand new tree type in the middle of a house made of otherwise non-notable blocks. Very interesting and unique design. The fact that we spawn surrounded by villagers, very interesting design. The jungle house over here, honestly, you know, it's unique enough on the idea, but it's just a big old plank box. It's just they put wood in the shape of a square, and then they place the bed down here. I mean, I'm not going to criticize it, except actually that's exactly what I'm going to do, because you know what? You could do better. Also, you know what? 4 entrances, it's not even a house at that point. You can't have 4 entrances to a home. That's just a sleeping box with... Oh, actually, I like that they put jungle trees on the side. That is kind of nice. But, yeah, overall, the way this world is put together, you know, using using the bushes, you know, as little corner blocks and having all their campfires, but without going through the smart effort of obviously making sure that there's campfires below them. You know, there's a lot of things that they could have done better here, but I hope they're enjoying their... What do they call this type of wood? Because it is definitely new, right? I don't understand why you'd install a whole texture pack just for cherry wood planks, but cherry wood it is. And yeah, it's funny, okay, no, I have to point this out. They downloaded a whole texture pack, a whole world mod pack add-on, whatever, for cherry wood, and then they haven't used it anywhere. Like this, why would they? What is this? This is what you do in your Minecraft worlds. So the next time that I play Minecraft and I'm not making an iron farm, or maybe I'm using too many furnaces or crafting tables, just know I'm far from the worst offender. And that's all I'm trying to say today, is that it's okay, we all play Minecraft terribly, and that's... Why would they even make the chickens blue? What benefit does that have? You know, I don't understand it all. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy this video, because I'll see you in the next one, unless I don't. If you want to send a realm for later, put realm review, toy cat... Oh, it's a walking chest! Oh my god! Why? No! What is this doing? No. Oh. Please put realm review toy cat somewhere in there. Oh no, I don't like it. This is all my fears personified as a Minecraft add-on. But yeah, does it drop a chest at least when you kill it? I hope it does. I hope you all enjoyed this, because I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. What does it say when it kills me, actually? I want to find that out more. Oh, that's a creeper. Well, okay. That's one person's definition of a creeper, at least. See you next time. Bye.